I need to get something off my chest. And I'm not saying this because I have it all figured out. I'm saying it because I almost lost everything worth keeping. I've struggled with porn. There, I said it out loud. But here's what I realized: this really isn't about my problem, it's about addiction. That thing you keep going back to, even though you hate what it does to you. Even though you see the look in your partner's eyes. Even though you promised them last week, last night, that you'd stop. If you're watching this and fighting something, alcohol, weed, screens, work, food, your phone, whatever numbs the noise, stay with me. Because this isn't a shame talk, it's a rescue talk. Most men think addiction is a moral failure, that you're weak, that if you just tried harder, you'd stop. That's a lie. And that lie keeps you stuck. Addiction is just a hijacked reward system your brain learned. This thing gives me relief from stress, loneliness, boredom, anger, or shame. And it worked for a while until it stopped working. But by then the neural pathway was paved. This isn't about willpower. It's about wiring. And funny thing, wiring can be changed, but not by hating yourself harder. Here's what nobody tells you: your addiction isn't your enemy, it's your broken coping mechanism, and it's trying to protect you from pain you never learned to feel. So, step one: calling yourself derogatory names. You are a man with a broken tool, and we're going to replace that tool. What is it doing to your relationship? Comment below. Now, let's talk about your significant other. You think they don't notice, but they know something is off. They feel the distance, the defensiveness, the way you disappear into a screen, a bottle, or a haze. They've stopped asking questions because they're afraid of the answer, be it truth or lie. Here's what addiction steals from a relationship: one, presence. You're in the room, but you're not really there. Two, trust. Not because you're a liar, because you keep breaking promises you actually meant to keep. Three, intimacy. Real intimacy requires vulnerability. Addiction requires hiding. They can't coexist. Four, safety. When you're secretly struggling, they start wondering, is it me? Am I not enough? And that destroys people. I'm not telling you this to guilt you. I'm telling you because we may not have connected the dots yet. Our addiction isn't a private thing. It bleeds right onto the person who loves you. So how do we fight? Not with bootstraps and shame, with strategy. One, name it out loud to a real person, not an app, not a forum, a human being, a therapist, a sponsor, a trusted friend. Addiction lives in secrecy. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Two, stop managing the behavior. Start managing the trigger. You don't have a compulsive behavior problem or whatever addiction you have. You have a loneliness, boredom, stress, anger problem. Figure out what you're actually trying to escape. Then build a different escape route. Walk, lift, call someone, scream into a pillow. Anything that isn't that thing. Three, tell your partner the right way. Not in bed, not during a fight. Sit down and say, I need to tell you something hard. I've been struggling with addiction. It has nothing to do with you being enough. I am getting help. You don't have to fix me, but I wanted you to hear from me. They may be angry, hurt. That's fair. Let them feel it. Don't defend. Don't explain. Just stay. Get a recovery system, 12-step, therapy, recovery group, accountability software, daily check-ins. I've learned addicts recover in a community, not isolation. 5. Forgive yourself weekly. Shame says I am bad. Guilt says I did something bad. Guilt can be useful. Shame is a prison. You will relapse. Relapse is not the end. Quitting recovery is the end. Here's the part I needed to hear most when I was at my lowest. You are not your addiction. You are a man that learned a survival strategy that is now destroying what you love. And that means it can be unlearned. Your relationship is worth fighting for, not just for them, for you. Because a version of you that is honest, present, and free, that man loves deeply. That man can be loved back. I know you're tired. I know you've tried and failed. I know there's a voice that just says, give up. But you're still listening. That's not weakness. That's a man who hasn't stopped hoping. So what I need you to do today, right now, write down one person you could tell the truth to. Just one name. Then send a text that says, hey, I need to talk. It's not an emergency, but it is important. Can you spare 20 minutes? No explanation needed. Just the first step out of the dark. And if you've already started fighting, comment, I'm fighting, so other men know that they're not alone. I'll see you in the next one. Keep going. You're not alone. One day at a time, one day stronger.